Howdy folks, welcome to the channel. My name's Danny and I'm a musician from Sweden. I'm the singer of Swedish band Escobar. And those are my dogs. And today I'm going to talk about vocal range a little bit. I've never really cared about vocal range. I've always sort of sung in my comfortable range. I've never even looked up what my range was. But then, by recommendations on this channel, I started listening to Geoff Castellucci, Avi Kaplan, etc. And they really inspired me to. Just test out my limits. I mean, and first of all, if you can sing super low or super high, it has nothing to do with if you're a great singer, in my opinion. And a great singer, again, I don't really care much about technique, as you might have heard when I speak on this channel. So I've already had my career. I've been singing for 30 years, had a professional career for 20 years as a singer. But it was indie pop music. It wasn't any, not operatic or classic or no real belting, no like rock belting or anything. So anyway, when I saw those videos by these bass guys, I was amazed. I was like, whoa, how is that possible? I was like mind blown by Geoff Castellucci and Avi and Tim Foust as well, of course. And I was just like blown away, like how's this possible? But so then I just started, trying out a little bit on my own. I mean, again, just for fun. My voice is kind of high. From what I gather, and I'm not an expert in this range things at all, but I've read a little bit, and I do think I am a baritone, and maybe a high baritone. But anyway, so and I heard Geoff Castellucci talk about that he's a baritone as well. I mean, he should be probably a low one since his voice sounds very low when he speaks. So I just started trying out doing some bass vocals. It was kind of hard, and I heard about subharmonics. I don't know if you know what that is. But it's when you sort of sing one note with one vocal cord and another one with the other chord, and their vibration together makes one lower note. And I think you can do the same like up in the registers. I don't know anything about that. And I saw videos from David Larson on these things, and Fire Breath and all kinds of different stuff. Fry. So Fry, I think, is the thing that I've been doing the most. And at the low end, I don't know if I am using Fry. I think I am using Fry, but I don't know. Anyhow, the lowest recorded note that I have, and again, I want help from you guys because I don't really know these. I've tried to measure the height and the lows of my notes, but I really can't do it correctly. I think, or I don't know if I'm doing it correctly. But the lowest recorded note that I have done is I think it's called F sharp 4. I don't know. It's an F with this sign and then 4. What am I saying? 0. F this sign and a 0. Again, might be wrong, might be completely off, but please, if you know these things, please tell me. I've just tried it. I've looked at analyzing apps, and that's what it looks like to me. I've tried to listen to Geoff and Tim and those guys sing these notes, and it sounds similar to mine, but maybe I'm an octave above or something. I don't know. Anywho, but so if I'm right, my lowest recorded note is F sharp 0. And I don't know, I'll try to go low right now for you. If there's a cut in the video, I failed and I just move on. But let's see. Low, 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 low. I didn't get that low, but yeah, I don't know. Anywho. But that way I went down to wherever I ended up, and you can probably tell me. And yes, so and some people say about vocal range that you can't count. I mean, you should only count like I think your chest voice, how low that goes, and also count what you can use in singing. As I've heard people say, and I kind of agree with it, is that there is vocal range, that is like the highest note you can get out, and the lowest note between those two. That's what I'm talking about here. And then it's your sung range, your singing range, and that's something else. I'm thinking that these highs and lows are sort of potential. That if let's say it is an F sharp 4 that I have sung, that I could harness it. If I practiced, I could probably harness it so I could use it in vocals and sing it, you know. Or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what that was for. But you know what I mean. You know, I could incorporate it like Geoff Castellucci does in songs, etc. So I see it as potential, even if it's not something that I master yet. Now to the high end. The other day I was trying, because I heard people like... I'd never heard DIMASH before I started this channel, and... So I listened to him, and I was recommended to listen to Vitas as well. And they had incredible high notes. I don't know how high, but I don't know. DIMASH had something like D8 or something like that. And that was totally amazing to me as well. Again, I don't think you're the best singer in the world just because you can, you know, sing a high note, but that's another discussion. He sings very, very high notes and does it well, and they're a part of his singing range, I would say. Anyway, so I heard about what it was, like whistle notes, like Mariah Carey does, and I just wanted to try it out. So I can definitely not do it. I mean, I can get somewhere on an inhale breath, I think. But I was trying to do that on the exhale breath. And I hit a very, very high note. I'm not sure exactly which note it is. I'm using an app called M Multi Analyzer in Logic to see the frequencies and such. And in there it looks like it's actually a G9. It sounds crazy. But I listened to someone, I don't remember, maybe it was Adam Lopez or someone who did, or someone else who did something like sort of like an A9 or something. And I just listened to, you know, try to see if it was in the same realm. To me, it sounds sort of the same. Again, I can be completely off. I really don't know, because I don't know how to measure this. But maybe you can help me and tell me if it is a G9 or if it's a G8, G7, whatever. I don't know. But it sounds crazy. and I can definitely not replicate it. I mean, I can't do it, to save my life. Definitely not. It was just like once in a lifetime thing, I think. Okay, if I practice for the rest of my life, maybe I could. But I mean, again, these super, super high notes, for me personally, I don't really see a point in them. I mean, I don't think they're gonna make their way into my music. I mean, I don't know, but I don't think so. Um, but it's just for fun, just for fun. Anyway, so please help me if you know what note it is, if I'm right, if I'm wrong, if I'm delusional, whatever. Please let me know in the comments. So I'm gonna play you that recording of the supposed G9 now. And there it was. It was ugly. It was breathy. It was weak, but it was. It exists. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. And again, definitely not part of my sung range. I think in my head voice, in my supported head voice, I think I can get up to I don't know, in the sixth octave somewhere, C, D, E, somewhere around there. That's the maximum there without any whistle notes. But anyhow, so this is just a little discussion about vocal range and my vocal range. And again, none of these notes are in my sung range. I mean, the bass range I feel I could probably get control of quite easily. I mean, with work, but but that crazy high note, I don't think, I have no clue how I would get there. But anyway, so yes, if this is true, if these notes are true, and if my brain is correct, it would mean I have a, not sung, but a sort of a 9-octave vocal range, which sounds nuts. And yeah, I might be a long way off there, since it might be much higher than the low note, the low note might be much higher than what I think, and the high note might be much lower. Anyhow, thank you for listening to me ramble on about these things. I have, and all the singers I've mentioned here, I have great respect for, DIMASH and Vitas and Tim and all those guys. Totally amazing, because they all use it in their singing range. So I mean, that's another ball game. Yeah, let me know what you think, and yeah, maybe I'll see you around. Peace.